In this video we're going to look at the modified Signal Leatherman multi-tool and how to fit these 3 bits inside it so that you have no less than 5 different bits always inside the tool. This is the Leatherman bit set with flat bits. You can pick any 3 of these and add into the Leatherman Signal. And in this video I will show you how to do that, or how I did that. But first we're going to continue our tour around the island of Birka, where the famous town Birka used to be. The island of Birka is famous nowadays for it is a World Heritage Site. But in the old days, like 1000 years ago, the city of Birka was famous due to that it was one of the biggest trade centers in Northern Europe. One could say that it was the trade center of the Nordic countries. It all started to end when Ansgar came to town from Hamburg in Germany, where he was a bishop. The church in Hamburg was actually burnt to the ground by Vikings, and maybe that was why he decided to go to Birka in the far north to try to convert the Vikings, pagan Vikings there. When he arrived in Birka, he got a site to build his church, and he preached there for like 15 years till he died in 865. During the 10th century, the Christians and the pagan Vikings lived side by side. But eventually the Christian church and the power center of the Christian church was moved from Birka to Sigtuna. And along with that, the town of Birka was abandoned as well. Here you can see the museum Viking village on the island of Birka. And these houses are built in the same style as the Viking houses would have been built in the city of Birka. And you can see that there are several people working here, and that there are livestock here as well. And it all looks really genuine and a really nice place to go with your family if you ever happen to be in the vicinity of Stockholm. It is said from witness accounts from the places the Vikings visited that the Vikings seldom went anywhere without their tools. Typically, a Viking would have an axe and a saw and a knife in his belt, and probably along with a lot of other tools. These people were master shipbuilders, and I suspect they used their tools to maintain and take care of their ships when they were abroad. Anyone who's had a boat or a ship knows that there's a lot of maintenance needed on them, and you always want your tools with you all the time. So let's have a look at the Leatherman Signal unmodified. This is my son's Leatherman Signal, and it has another color, as you can see. And it's bone stock, we haven't changed anything on it, and it's a really nice tool, survival tool, if you ever go in a survival situation. I, however, found that the pliers were too heavy and too big for my everyday use cases. So I decided to split the tool into 2, so that it becomes a lightweight tool instead, even though without the plier. As you might know, if you've seen my other videos, I always carry a Knipex Cobra with me anyways, so I don't really need that plier anyway. And splitting the signal in 2 parts, you get this small cavity where the plier head used to be, where you can put other stuff. And as you can see here, I have actually found room for 3 small bits from the Leatherman bit kit. And to keep them there, you can see the magnet in the bottom. It is a really strong magnet. And if you want to do this, you really need a strong magnet to hold all the 3 bits in place. One extra benefit from carrying a magnet with you is that you can magnetize stuff, for example needle, and you can create an improvised compass with that if you ever would need one. Just magnetize a pin and put it in a glass of water and it will point towards the north. So as you can see, the bits are quite secure in the cavity there, and you really need to try hard to get them to shake loose and come out. As you can see on the coloring or the wear on this tool, I've carried it a lot and I never lost a bit this far. Inside this half Leatherman signal I carry torque bits from 10, 15, 20 and 25 I think. And I do that because I already have flathead and Phillips in my phone case along with hex bits. So altogether I have flatheads, I have Phillips and Torx and all the hex bits I need for almost all tasks I would ever run into. What I'm trying to show you here is a comparison between a flathead and a Phillips 58mm screwdriver. The red one is a discontinued rover, and I purchased 6 of them just to get to the flathead screwdriver. Because that flathead screwdriver is one of the most useful tools you can have around the home. If you never need to go into a electrical socket or a toy, that flathead is the tool for you. It is also magnetized as well as the Phillips, so that you don't drop the screws. So I opened up a 58mm A-locks and I added that flathead to that one, and I always carry that with me. So that silver A-locks you see there lying on the phone case would be a combination of a rover and a rambler, and you could call it a rombler maybe. That would be the Leatherman Squirt, and it's my favorite Leatherman of all times. Sadly, the Leatherman Squirt has been discontinued and nobody knows why. One could speculate maybe that the warranty, that is 25 years I think, was too much for that small and cheap tool. So probably Leatherman didn't make any money on this Leatherman Squirt PS4. You can however still purchase a Leatherman Squirt on eBay, and the price is like when they were new, but they're used. But I suspect the price will only go up from here. So if you want one, you should try to get one as fast as possible. That blue 58mm you see here is, I think it's called Mini Champ, and it has a lot of tools, and most of them are completely useless. But this blade is not one of the useless tools. It's quite nice scalpel, and I have thought a lot about getting hold of a scalpel and adding that to my 58mm custom A-LOX knife. But that's all for today. In the next video we're gonna look at all the 93mm A-LOX multi-tools you see here, and maybe some of my Celador knives as well. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned to my channel so you don't miss that, and see you next time.